I'm trying something else. We will see if this works. Can you hear me now? Let's see. Nope, sound is still not working. This is so weird. The drink looks good anyways. Oh my God. Okay. Well, I guess, is my mic not plugged in? It's plugged in because I'm getting audio. Oh, you guys can hear me now. Okay, great. Very weird. Let me start that all over again. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Dragonrider Happy Hour, where even though my broadcasting software says we have beautiful audio levels, for whatever reason, you can't hear me. Welcome. Thank God it's Friday. Happy Friday, everybody. Thank God it's Friday. This is supposed to be our way to wind down from a work week, so of course I've got technical difficulties. Oh, bother. I'm glad that we have sound. Oh, thank you all for putting up with that. Now I need a drink. So what I was saying before is welcome to Dragonrider Happy Hour, where we all kick back and start off our weekend with some good company and some good drinks. And my husband, Nate, even made a special fancy drink for today's Dragonrider Happy Hour. So Nate, who has now left, Nate, can you come back in here, honey? He was dancing for you while we had no audio. But Nate, what are these drinks that you've made today? Hopefully you guys can hear him okay.
Hello, everybody. This is called a cherry blossom. So this is just a little bit of a spin off of a traditional margarita. So if you've never had the pleasure of making a margarita or enjoying one, their base alcohol is tequila, and then it's the traditional recipe there is just a splash of lime juice, essentially a squeeze of lime and salt. The most common margarita you're going to find is a little bit more substantial than that. So they'll usually have tequila, lime juice, Cointreau, which is like an orange liqueur, and they'll have a salt rim. In this case, we have tequila, lime juice, grapefruit juice. I almost said pamplemousse because it's just a fun word to say.
I didn't even know that pamplemousse was a word until today when Nate was explaining to Logan what pamplemousse is. Apparently, it's another name for grapefruit.
I believe it's the French word for grapefruit.
Got it. Not an English word. Now I don't feel so weird not knowing that. Cool.
And it's just garnished with a little bit of a grapefruit slice that I dipped in sugar. It also has a little bit of grenadine in it to balance out all that sour.
Ooh, honey, I have a question in chat. Next time you're going to make a fancy drink, can they get the recipes ahead of time so they can make the same drink at home?
I would be happy to do that.
Cool. Maybe Nate will post it in Discord,
Yes.
which would be really fun ahead of time.
Yes. I think, can I post it to your main Discord now?
Yes.
Okay. So I'll see if I can figure that out.
Okay, great. So if anyone's not already in the Discord, go to the description, hit that link, and join the Discord, and then you can get Nate's recipe for the cherry blossom. That's what it's called?
Cherry blossom.
Cherry blossom. Yay!
Yeah, this is, it's just a nice, refreshing spring drink. It's a little bit colder this spring than we probably want right now, so we probably want something a little bit more warm, but at least here in Southern California, it's a nice day today, so this feels like a really good choice.
Awesome.
So,
okay, thanks, babe.
I bid you adieu.
Huzzah! Huzzah! Awesome. Thank you, honey. So yeah, I see a lot of people in chat. Shadex says, I'm doing rum and coke. That's awesome. Bartleby Prime says, I'm allergic to tequila. I have serious FOMO. That looks great. Great presentation. Great presentation, honey.
Well, we can do an alternate booze that isn't tequila.
Oh, Nate, do you want to put that in the Discord if there's an alternate one?
So...
Oh, wow. Now you brought him back in. Now we're going on a bartender tirade. You're a little out of focus, just to let you know.
I don't know what specifically you're allergic to in terms of alcohol, like if it's the actual plant, the agave plant that creates that allergy. But if that's the case, if it's just the agave plant, like tequila is a very neutral based spirit. It has some flavor to it, but in this case, it's a silver tequila, so it doesn't. So you could change that out probably for like a silver rum, be a little bit sweeter. Or you could change it out for a vodka, which would be neutral and have no flavor properties whatsoever typically, or even like Geneva. Anything like that would work. If you're allergic to alcohol in general, well, but yeah, anyway, there's options. But just give me everything in Discord.
Okay.
All right, bye.
Hit up Nate in Discord. As you can tell, Nate is very passionate about making drinks, and hence us having a bar in the house. And the medieval tavern spin is more, well, I guess both of our input. But Nate was like, I need a bar. And I was like, I want a tavern, which is how this all came to be. But yes, Nate is very passionate about drinks. He'll post that in the Discord. I saw, thank you, Took It Home to Jenny for posting the Discord link in chat. It's also in the description. On to gaming news. All right, so let's see. Oh, the PlayStation State of Play event was yesterday, and we got some game trailers. A lot of stuff we had already seen, a few first looks, but the biggest announcement, which I know you guys were talking about before we even got started, was the Final Fantasy VII Remake upgrade / DLC / new chapter, but it's not part 2. It's called Integrate, and it features Yuffie from Final Fantasy VII. So it looked really nice, and they did a lot of like side-by-side comparisons of Final Fantasy VII Remake on the PS4 versus on the PS5, and the graphical upgrades and textures, etc. that they did, and it looked beautiful. That's what I wanted out of that PlayStation State of Play event, was information on Final Fantasy VII Remake. So I was definitely a happy camper, for sure. Let's see. Steven says, the only PS news I care about is when the 5 comes back in stock. Yes, a lot of us feel that way. Follow all the sites, get on the refreshes. I put that app link in Discord for the app that tells you when stuff comes back in stock. I think it's in the Tech Help channel is where we posted it. But yes, good luck to everyone trying to get it. And a lot of people feel that way. You are not alone. Okay, let's see. Integrate, yes. Exactly. So that was the big news out of it. That's what I wanted to hear. We also saw more from Crash Bandicoot 4. It's about time. They did a little deep dive into that. We got new gameplay from the game Returnal, which Returnal is a third-person shooter psychological horror game from what we can see, and people in chat. So we were watching this. I co-streamed it live yesterday on Twitch for anyone who wasn't there who's watching this on YouTube. And in the moment, I think a lot of us were comparing it, or a couple people compared it to Control in the deep, creepy, dark horror world, yet it's a shooter and an action game at the same time. And it looks just beautiful. It is being developed by Housemarque and published by PlayStation, so it will be a PlayStation exclusive, I assume, if Sony's publishing it. And it's set to be released for the PS5 on April 30th of this year. So that's kind of exciting. Can't wait to check that out. Deathloop got a lot of love at the event, which is a first-person multiplayer shooter. It's like a first-person assassination multiplayer shooter. Looks very interesting for sure. I had my pants scared off when they showed Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach. It's not the first time we've seen that, but it looks crazy. Rob K, that's a good point, says the Outriders demo is out now. Outriders, I've gotten to play at a couple early preview events, but if anybody's playing the demo, by all means in the chat, let me know what you think of it. Chris says, I see NVIDIA launched another graphics card yesterday that nobody can buy to. Womp womp. Hopefully, again, stock comes in. Because of the pandemic, I know so many people are having a hard time, like production lines are seizing up, so there's just not a lot of stock out there. Also seen at the PlayStation event was Kena Bridge of Spirits, which looked super cute and Pixar-y, and we all were kind of like, oh yeah, that's probably going to make us cry. But we got new gameplay and kind of some new story components from that game, and again, it looks super cute. Knockout City got shown again, and I think it was shown at the Nintendo Direct, and now it was also shown at the PlayStation event, so yay for those indie devs getting some exposure for their game. It's like a dodgeball meets Overwatch kind of game, I guess. It was my take on it. It's dodgeball multiplayer. Oddworld Soulstorm, we got to see some more of that, and that has an April 6th release date, so that's right around the corner on both PS4 and PS5. And we saw, let's see, damn you COVID, says Steven. Totally. Thomas says, what's in the cherry blossom? Nate's going to post the recipe for it on the Discord channel, so jump on in Discord, Nate will post it there for you. Sifu is a game that they showed off for the first time, so none of us had seen it before or heard anything about it. And it is a kung fu action game that looked kind of cool. I mean, maybe I've just been watching too much Karate Kid, or not Karate Kid, but why can't I think of the name of it right now? The Netflix Cobra Kai. Maybe I've been watching too much Cobra Kai on Netflix. Just talk it through there, Trish. You'll get it eventually. And Solar Ash is the newest game from Annapurna, which is giving everyone strong Journey vibes, and anything that gives strong Journey vibes, I am all about. So let's see. Jenny says, dang it, I'm lacking a drink. Poor planning. Jeff, hello to you as well, Jeff. Let's see. Remote controlled cars stuff has blown up with COVID, hard to get. Yeah, a lot of different industries have been affected by COVID, and production lines being halted and trade being halted and that kind of stuff. Worldwide shortage of silicon chips. Says, are we dead yet? That's 100% true. And Jimmy says, thanks for keeping us in high spirits, Nate. Huzzah. I know. Well, you guys know I was like just getting my flagon and pouring cider in it. And Nate decided, because Logan sometimes still has quiet time, like nap time around this time in the day, that when he has time, he'll make a cocktail. So I think that would be a fun thing if we could keep it going. We'll see if we can. But that was my recap of the PlayStation event yesterday. Again, just kind of super quick paced. We did watch it live on Twitch yesterday, but I thought the games they showed were cool. Like I said, not a ton of new information, but for me, all I really wanted out of it was the Final Fantasy VII Remake news, and we got that. So I was very, very hyped. In other PlayStation news, PlayStation announced this past week that they're making a new PSVR for the PS5. So the next gen PSVR. They didn't say when it was coming. They said not in 2021. So womp womp. And that it would have a new controller that was more inspired by the DualSense controller. That makes me a little nervous. I don't really like games that are VR, but you have to use a traditional gamepad controller. After being used to the motion controls and the more like natural feeling grip controls, it feels like I'm going backwards to go back to a traditional controller. So I hope that they're saying, you know, when they're saying more inspired by the DualSense, that they mean with the fancy new haptic feedback that's in that controller, not that it's an actual gamepad. We'll wait and see. It is only a single cord now, which is an upgrade over the current PSVR. That's what they'll say for the next gen. Higher resolution, better field of view, you know, all the next gen stuff. Tech is getting better, and better head tracking, which is cool. So let's see. Ooh, we got a couple coming in here. A couple super chats and comments. Thank you. ShadeX says, new System Shock remaster demo is out now too. I'm one of the original Kickstarter backers. Cheers. Or as we say, I'm going to say it wrong, but Skull? Yes, that is how it's spelled. I don't know how you say it. I'm so sorry. But thank you for the super chat. And new System Shock remaster demo. I will have to check it out. Thank you for plugging that. Steven Summers says, happy weekend, Trisha. Cheers and happy weekend to you as well, Steven. Great Amazon stream this morning. It was funny. We laughed a lot. If you want a fun game to play with Logan, consider one of the Pokemons. It's a good way to start kids into gaming. Would you believe I have never once played a Pokemon's video game? I haven't. So Logan and I would both be starting afresh. Pokemon, the video game came out for Game Boy, and I never had a Game Boy. And then I went all PC gaming for a couple generations of console until I jumped back in around PS2, around that era. So I never got into Pokemon, and the only Pokemon I had experience with was the trading card game, which at the time I was really into Magic the Gathering. So Pokemon, the trading card game, didn't appeal to me. And I was very snobbish about it, so I apologize for my former self. But I was like, oh, it's Magic for babies. Silly me. It's obviously a worldwide phenomenon. People really like it. So other than Pokemon Go, anything I play with Logan, if it's a Pokemon game, would be my first Pokemon game, which is kind of cool. Beertastic Yogi says, most PSVR games have Move compatibility. So hopefully they'll keep that Move control scheme. That would be great. Let's see. TGMDK says, will you reprint your pinup series? I'm missing the Ghostbusters pinup to complete my collection, or was it never released as a print? They were never really released as a print. The only way that you could get them was by finding me in person at a convention. I would have them on me and autograph them for people at a convention if you found me there. But I never really released them as a print or sold them online. So maybe at some point is the answer. I'm currently in talks with a company to potentially launch a whole new merch site that's a lot cleaner and more put together than what I currently have. So if they have the availability to do prints and posters, maybe, yeah. The only problem is if they are doing my prints and posters, then I wouldn't be able to sign them. Whereas if like I offered them through my Twitch channel or channel points or something like that, I'd be able to sign them for people, which would be nice. Lack of Words said, I played Pokemon Snap at my orthodontist waiting room back in the days of N64. That's pretty cool. Steven says, remember conventions? Be still my beating heart. I do remember conventions. Let's see. In other news, there's new Halo Infinite screenshots that came out this week. Was this today? Let me see if I can actually... I wanted to have these pulled up so I could show them to you on screen, but of course now I don't have them. So let me real quick pull some up for you if I can. Look at this, doing it live. This is what happens when you're doing it live. Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, bum. All right, here's 2 of the screenshots. Oh, but the third one's so pretty too. I'm gonna get them all for you because they're so pretty. All right, here we go. Let me just add in here. All right, check this out. Boom, 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 boom. There you go. Now you can see it. So this is one of the screenshots that was released for Halo Infinite. I think it looks so beautiful. Let me see if I can get another one here for you. Check out that one. So very nice. Siraz, this is not a razor blade that I am using for the stream. It is my Alienware. And here, let me get that third shot that I wanted to pull in here for you. Woohoo, with a warthog too. Very, very nice. So yeah, those are some of the new Halo Infinite screenshots that were released. And you know, I personally am a Halo fan, and I think a lot of the Halo fans are a little nervous about Halo Infinite. It's been, you know, it's had a lot of hiccups in its development, and what we've seen has been received to mixed reviews, etc. But I do think these screenshots look really nice, and I will always get hyped for a new Halo game, so fingers crossed they take their time, make it awesome, and we get a rock-solid Halo game out of it. I would be excited for that. Excited. Adam Marshall says, I was pretty reassured by that whole Halo update that came out. A definite visual improvement, but also in terms of classic Halo design, it's all in there. Very Bungie, less 343. We'll see. We shall see. But yeah, I mean, I'm with you on that. Thank you for that feedback, Adam. Steven says, but will the Arbiter come back for Infinite? You know, remains to be seen. But yeah, I like those, so I wanted to show them off. Let's see, other kind of quickie news that happened this week. Oh, I'm so sorry if there's any Anthem players out there. EA and BioWare said they will not be doing any more development on Anthem. They're ceasing all development on Anthem immediately. So the existing game will remain live for the time being, but it's done so. Do we have any Anthem players in chat? Anybody that really loved Anthem? I personally did not get super into it, but it's not really my type of game. Let's see. Steven says no one played Anthem. Well, some people played Anthem. And for those people, I'm very sad about it. Very, very sad about it. George says, I don't think there were any. Barbara says, have you played Myst for VR yet? No, I have not. But that should be something that we definitely do on stream in the future because you know I love Myst and you know I love VR. Thank you, Barbara, for reminding me about that. You're amazing and I appreciate you. Shadex says, speaking of conventions, I was at an old tech one way back, had a booth for a store I interned at. We streamed it pre-YouTube. Don't remember how, though. Yeah, I wonder what you streamed it to. Maybe it was your own site or something. That sounds pretty cool. Beardtastic Yogi says, presumably, they've been working on it all this time, though, assuming Anthem. Do you think they'll release what they did? I don't know. I do not know. F in chat for the Anthem players out there. F in chat for Fry's Electronics. Yes, that's true, too. That's not really gaming news, but Fry's Electronics is no more. If you live in an area that you don't know what Fry's is, I didn't know what Fry's was until I moved out to California. It is an electronics retail chain that was always like super kitschy. Like each store was themed. One near me was themed Alice in Wonderland. There was another one that was all like UFO and space themed. And a lot of people really love that store. I had very mixed feelings on it myself because when I did work for Samsung and my job was like to go into stores and train employees and talk to them about products and that kind of thing, way before YouTube days, Fry's were always my most frustrating stores. So as a consumer, I appreciated Fry's, but as someone who was like in any way work adjacent to those stores, I was like, oh, they're not run well at all. And the employees got spiffs for selling certain things. So like one time I was in a store and I watched a guy try to sell a grandma a gaming laptop, even though she was like, I just want something I can check Facebook with in bed. And this guy's trying to talk her into this like super loaded out gaming laptop because that's obviously what he was getting spiffs on that day. I was like, oh, this makes me so sad in my heart space. So I am sad for people that really loved Fry's. I personally have mixed feelings on it, but I do like the idea of having a more fun tech store. One of the things I will say that was great about Fry's is you could find pretty much any PC component or cable or wire that you wanted. Best Buy's a little more mainstream, and Fry's was kind of like, if you knew what you were looking for, you could really like find some good stuff that's hard to get. But now that you can order a lot of that hard to get stuff online, I'm sure that's probably part of, in addition to the COVID shutdowns, what contributed to Fry's going under. Armando says Fry's was horrible the last few years. F's in chat. Look, we're just F's in chat everywhere. F's in chat for Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2. It's not totally killed yet, but it's been delayed indefinitely, and Hardsuit Labs is no longer the developer on it. Womp, womp. You guys know I was super stoked about that. As someone who plays a lot of Vampire the Masquerade, the tabletop game, and has since high school, and as someone who is part of the LA by Night family from that series that was on Geek and Sundry and now lives on its own, and as someone who likes video games, I was really looking forward to Bloodlines 2. What we had seen so far of it in the teaser looked really cool, but now, who knows? So they're not saying they're stopping working on it. We might still get it, but delayed indefinitely. So not this year for sure, and new dev team. They said they liked what Hardsuit Labs did, and they built the foundation for the game, but they felt they needed to move in another direction. So it's kind of sad news overall, but love and support to everyone who worked on it and who will be working on it, and please give us something awesome for the TTRPG fans out there. Sean Gentry says, regarding the Fry's thing, I still love Micro Center for getting all my PC stuff. That's great. Dying Light 2 is having dev issues as well, says Haswell. No. Chester Brown says, I thought Fry's was great years ago. The last few years, not. George Pruitt says, you should stream the Yakuza series. I have not played any of the Yakuza games, but I do see my friends online talking about how they slept on it and now they're playing it and it's amazing. So maybe, thank you for that suggestion. Let's see. Yes, the recipe is posted in the Discord. Thank you so much, Jenny, for linking that right now. So let's see if there was anything else. Oh, and I know last Dragonrider Happy Hour, BlizzCon Online was like just kicking off. And so I think the big announcement that I took away from it, I knew someone said, oh, we're getting Rogue for Diablo 4, right? Didn't they? I think they announced that. But the Diablo 4 news is still just teases. I feel like we're still way off from that. But what we did find out is Diablo 2 Remake is a thing that's happening. It's real, and it's going to be on PC and consoles. So many people will say Diablo 2 was the best Diablo ever made. I really like the first one personally, but no shade to Diablo 2 at all. That now that there's going to be a remake, I will probably revisit it. I'm a big Diablo fan in general. Really, really like the dark horror of those games. Really like the fantasy and the lore of those games, and always enjoyed the play style. And they're kind of a nice medium for me because you're separated. It's not first person or third person. Even though it's really creepy and terrifying and still makes me jump, it doesn't give me that sick to my stomach scared feeling that I get sometimes when I'm playing something that just really horrifies me. So it's like a dark horror fantasy I can enjoy, if that makes sense. But I really, really like it. Kelly says, still use Newegg. I use Newegg for a lot of my stuff too. But Newegg also has third-party retailers. So some things are first-party, you're buying from Newegg directly, and some things are like their third-party seller market. So that's where you're going to see price fluctuations. So make sure when you're shopping to see where it's actually coming from. Diablo 2 had the murder cows. Yes, it did. You're totally right. And the cow level. Yep. Abra Rusher says the Diablo remaster looks amazing. Loved it so much. My hubs and I started another playthrough. Running a Necromancer is a ton of fun. Are you doing a D2 or a D3 playthrough right now? Necromancer on D3 is so overpowered. I've been playing that and doing a run with Nate, and I'm just like, we're putting it on the hardest difficulty, and it's still just like tearing through it like butter with the Necromancer. Steven says, did Dead by Daylight freak you out a lot? Sorry if it did. It did freak me out, but knowing that the other people playing and including the killer are like other real players made it a little less scary, if that makes sense. A little peek behind the curtain, if you will. Cows get a bad deal in video games, says Took It Home to Jenny. You know what? That's true. Often they definitely do. You are not wrong, my friend. Let's see how we're doing over here. Never played Diablo, but watched people play, says Jimmy Sprinkles. It's a lot of fun. Diablo's a lot of fun. Highly recommend. So that was pretty much the news that I had. If you guys have any other news that you want to chat about, let me know. The only other thing that I thought is this was exciting. So a representative from Nintendo reached out to me and asked me if I would be interested in like having a journey back to Nintendo, because I haven't really streamed Nintendo games in a long time. Even though I do have a Nintendo Switch and I enjoy playing those games with Logan, I haven't really streamed or played some of the more recent ones like Animal Crossing or Smash Bros or Luigi's Mansion. So someone reached out and said, you know, would you be interested in kind of journeying back to Nintendo? And I was like, yeah. So I asked people in Discord, like, out of these certain Nintendo games, which would you be more interested in playing on stream? And a bunch of people in Discord voted, and I got a box of things from Nintendo, which I was going to save to kind of dig further into Sunday on stream. But if you want me to look at the stuff now, I'll totally look at it. I mean, we can dig into it now. So let me know in chat if you want to see that stuff now or save it for Sunday. Let me know. I have it nearby, so I'd have to jump off camera just for a sec, but it's nearby. Scorpion555 says, yay, Nintendo! Yeah, I know. I have creator friends that all they make is Nintendo content on YouTube, on Twitch, on everything. And it's so wholesome and lovely and sweet that I'm like, you know, I don't know. What does that say about me that I gravitate towards like the darker stuff in a lot of my gameplay? Because I like the other stuff too. Let's dig, says Armando. James says, yeah. Okay, if you guys are down for it, I will totally look. I did open the box so that I know that it's like stuff from Nintendo. But yeah, here, let me get it. Hold on a second. I will get it. What's in the box? You ready? Here's the fun part where I get down off my bar stool and you realize how tiny I am. Look how tiny I am to my bar. It's a huge bar. Okay. It is a huge bar. So this is also a very large box. Let's not unplug my camera while I do this. Here, wait. Okay, I think that box is there now. I'm gonna get back up on this stool. Ooh, with one arm. I know some of you were asking how my arm is, and I appreciate you. Thank you for asking that. It's okay. My arm is okay. I can move it more than I could before, but I think it's still gonna be a little bit of a long haul process. But I'm doing all my physical therapy, so it's getting better. Okay, so this is a box of stuff that I got from Nintendo. Thank you, Nintendo, for sending me this box of stuff. Hashtag free product, I guess. Yep. Perfect. Okay, so it says, welcome to day one of your new Nintendo Switch adventure. We hope you've been enjoying everything your Nintendo Switch has to offer. To welcome you aboard, we've sent you this series of packages which will introduce you to games and features that unlock your system's full potential. So the first thing they sent me is Luigi's Mansion 3, which I will totally stream maybe this Sunday if you guys want to see it then, which is very exciting. I haven't played it at all since like a demo at E3 ages ago. Yay! Stream the therapy? Yeah, no. So yes, inside this box you'll find the Luigi's Mansion 3 game. When Luigi wins a free stay at a world-class hotel, he's ready to be dazzled by its first-class hospitality. But things quickly go from charming to creepy when he discovers the hotel's been overtaken by ghosts. So yeah, I remember there's like a suck-up gun and stuff. Anyway, very excited to check that out. Thank you, Nintendo. And here, right? So we got some, look at this, a red shell plushie that, no joke, is like the softest thing ever. Logan loves Mario Kart, so Logan is he's gonna steal this from me. He's gonna be all about this. And it's so soft that we could just toss it at each other. So like now I can go red shell Nate in my house for real. Red shelling people in my house is gonna be my new favorite thing. Shade X, Rob K, all say, yay, Luigi's Mansion 3. PS Wee says Luigi is very fun. Christopher Hagan says LM3 is fun. Awesome, very excited. The Vacuum 3000 says George Pruitt. So yeah, I'm gonna red shell my family. Boop. That is awesome. Very excited about that. Okay, so let's see. I put my Switch in here just so that I remember. They didn't give me a new Switch. This is my actual personal Switch. I have the one with the red and blue Joy-Cons. My extra Joy-Cons on mine are just black, but I really like the red and blue ones. Okay, so let's see. Is this? Oh man, so much stuff in here. So much stuff in here. And another thing, this says, let's relax with Animal Crossing New Horizons. Now I have no excuse not to get into Animal Crossing and make an island, even though all my friends were on that hype train forever. And I was like, no, sorry guys. Gary Widow was doing animal talking, which was so cool. I totally missed the boat on that, but that doesn't mean I can't relax into my own island. So I'm very excited for that. And let's see. And then it says feeling competitive. While single-player adventures can be enthralling, a little heated competition can be just the ticket to mix up your day. Nintendo Switch offers a ton of opportunities for multiplayer fun, both in person and online. Oh, so Nintendo Switch Online! Yay! Now, if anybody wants to kick my butt in Super Smash Bros., we can play online. Okay, in Discord, everybody send me your friend code. We're doing this thing. Shade X says, please film red shelling someone. I will. I'll do some Instagram stories or TikToks or something where I just red shell people. That'd be pretty funny. I do have to fight my own son for toys. It's true. That's a real thing in my house. Now I get to play the Animal Crossing stonks. So yeah, Super Smash Bros. And Animal Crossing. And I can play online with other people. And Luigi's Mansion 3. Okay, and let's see. Whoa, don't knock over this. Don't knock over the whole box. Oh, it looks like a hoodie. It's gonna be so big on me, but look how cute that is. Super Mario with all my favorite characters. Again, Logan's gonna wanna steal this, but it's an adult medium, so it's gonna be quite large on me, but that's okay for a comfy stream. Oh man, yes. A little micro SD card that's Nintendo branded. It has a little toad head on it. That's super cute. It's dangerous to go alone. Take this. Ooh, so a little lined notebook. Zelda-themed lined notebook. I love anything that has to do with Zelda, so thank you. A new case for my Switch so I can take it with me whenever I go out and about into the world again. And another Pro Controller, so that this way I don't have to fight with Nate or eventually Logan when his hands are big enough for this. for the Pro Controller. Oh, this is so exciting. I'm very excited. Honestly, again, just thank you to that lovely human being at Nintendo that was like, hey, would you be interested in journeying back to Nintendo? And I was like, yes, that is what my pandemic life has been missing. Thank you. So yeah, that's what was in the box. What's in the box? I know a lot of you guys were saying to open this today after I brought it up. So hey, that's what we're doing. But yeah, I'll probably be streaming some Nintendo games using a lot of this new stuff on Sunday on my Twitch channel, which could be really fun. So let me know in chat or in Discord, out of Animal Crossing, Luigi's Mansion 3, or Super Smash Bros., which of those you want to see on Sunday, or maybe all three. Maybe we'll dabble between them, if you will. And in other completely separate but also stream gaming fun newsy time, I have convinced Nate to play God of War with me on stream. So I think it's going to be Thursday nights. But I think on Thursday nights, which I'm sorry, I know is hard for the UK and overseas crowd, but I think Thursday evenings after Logan goes to bed, Nate and I are going to start a playthrough of God of War so that actual parents can give Kratos parenting advice in the Dad of War game. All right, let me put this box of wonderful goodies down. I'm very, very excited. I miss the wholesomeness and loveliness of Nintendo in my life, and I need it back. Like, we all need that happy pick-me-up in pandemic. You know what I'm saying? All right, let me get off this bar stool without falling to my doom. Okay. I didn't fall to my doom. Did I mess up my whole microphone? Yes, I did. Hold on. Oh, it's there. You can still hear me. Okay, great. Okay. Ba-ba-dum-bum-bum. Oh, be careful on that arm, shish. Don Dorian says Luigi doesn't get the love he deserves. Go Luigi's Mansion 3. I am and always have been a big Luigi fan. Like, when other kids would run into the pool, I say. Let me clarify. My aunt, growing up, had a pool with a diving board, which I was like, that's the coolest thing ever. And we would like do funny trick jumps off the diving board, right? And try to like get other people, like, you know, if I dove off and did a cannonball, then all the other kids would have to do a cannonball, etc. And my favorite one was always to run off the board, jump in the air, and then continue my feet running just like Luigi in Super Mario Brothers 2. So I called it the Luigi. That was like my move, running into the pool. So I have always been a Luigi fan. Luigi does not get enough love. I know everybody loves Waluigi too, and Waluigi does not get enough love. Jeff Dumas says, I love that countertop. Thank you. And I know I keep teasing that I'm going to do this like secret bar tour, and it hasn't happened yet. But it's a matter of finding a time when Nate's free to kind of pop in the video with me, and Max isn't streaming so he can help film it. But it will happen, I promise, and hopefully soon. Lonely Production says, Trisha, let's visit each other's islands. We can. Beertastic Yogi says, the Luigi kicks. That's adorable. Yes, the Luigi kicks are awesome. They are very, very cool. And yes, getting Nate to come on any content, whether it's this or the Twitch stream, is like twisting an arm for sure. So you'll have to make sure to thank him for going the extra mile. It's funny, Nate was an actor for years, but he was a theater actor, and it doesn't like translate in the same way for him, going live and having conversations and doing on-camera work. For me, it does, because I have a theater background too. It's one of the things when Nate and I started dating that we really bonded over. But yeah, it doesn't translate the same way for him, so he's like, I don't know. Let's see. But what about the Waluigi flail? You know what? That should have been my other move. You're absolutely right. So you guys are saying thank you, Nate. That's so nice. But yeah, we're closely approaching the 45-minute mark, which I know I'm going to try to keep these a little shorter. And by a little shorter, I just mean not over 45 minutes. It's still kind of a long live stream, but it's a hangout, and it's a way for us to all wind down our work week with a drink and some good company. And since I cannot invite all of my friends to a bar to hang out for happy hour on a Friday away from the keyboard, because that's not a thing right now. I'm happy that at least we can all do it in this online way. And yeah, and I mean, we have this bar, so why not invite friends to it? So thank you all so much for being here. This week on the channel, if you're looking for extra content after this is done, this week on the channel, I put up a new gong show in a brand new format. So please go ahead and check it out if you haven't already and give me feedback on the format. Let me know if you like it better, what you like better about it, or if you don't like it better and what you don't like better about it, because I'm really trying to fine tune what that looks like moving forward. And then I posted a little love letter to The Walking Dead video, which I know normally this channel's tech and gaming, but I kind of skew into entertainment and just stuff I'm passionate about in general. So I know a lot of people are probably looking at that and going, what? But yes, check that out, especially if you're a Walking Dead fan. It was a good time to make, so I hope it's fun to watch as well. And then next week, I'll have a new gong show going up, and I don't know what the other piece of content is going to be yet. Maybe it will be something Nintendo. Maybe it will be the Secret Bar Tour. But I'm in general trying to do Dragonrider Happy Hour and a gong show every week, plus one extra piece of content if I can, and YouTube stories in the meantime, just to keep people updated with what's going on, because I haven't really used that format too much. So I know I put some stuff in the community section of this channel of like, what do you guys want to see? But I mean, this is your channel as much as it is mine. So anything that you feel like, you know, kind of feedback as far as which directions you'd like to see the channel go, or which things you'd like more of or less of, etc. I'm always open to hearing that. And if you don't want to put it in the community tab or in YouTube comments, hit me up on Discord as well. So thank you to everybody for hanging out today for Dragonrider Happy Hour. Nate did say he would put the recipe for the cherry blossom cocktail he made today in Discord, so check that out as well. And have a wonderful weekend. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I will see you for, oh, one more thing. Oh, I forgot. And one more thing. I was going to say I'll see you Sunday morning for the stream, but I'm actually doing an Alienware charity stream. It kind of came together a little last minute, but Give a Smile, the Give a Smile Foundation, I'm going to do a charity stream for that tomorrow, Saturday at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So I updated it in my Twitch schedule, but you will see it there, and it should be a real good time. So I'll see you then. Okay, bye for real now. I love you all dearly. Have a nice weekend.